Hey, what's up guys? Houston here. Look, I'm going to show you a few websites where you can go from 10,000 up to 30,000 in trade lines for your credit report, as well as you're able to age your credit report. Because I know a lot of people, they may have young credit files and they need to age their credit report, usually up to 2 years for a lot of creditors. Now, the first company we're talking about is Intrigue Fine Jewelry. Okay, and so here's the situation with them. What they do, they want you to shop online looking at their watches and jewelry and stuff like that. Then what you're going to do, you're going to pay 30% of the purchase price using your credit or debit card. Once you do that, you're going to submit an application. You're going to get instantly approved for the remaining 70. Okay, now here's something I want you all to understand. They are not going to do a credit check. There's no credit check, all right? You will automatically be approved once you pay the 30%. Now, here's something else I want to share with you so you can clearly understand how this program works. You will complete all the fields in the application. This is the application here, all right? That's number one. You will pay the 30%, okay? That's number two. All right. After you submit your payments, you can log into your account and begin the e-signature process to complete your credit application. They give you till 90 days to complete this. Now, here's the thing about it. Once you choose a piece of jewelry that you want to purchase, you're going to pay the 30%. You fill out the application. Make sure you submit the application. They give you up to 90 days to submit it. One other thing you have to know, it usually takes them up to 90 days for the trade line to show up on your credit report. All right? So that you are not surprised, it does take up to 90 days. All right? Now, here's something else that you must know. You must upload a valid debit card for your future payments. We are unable to accept payments from credit cards or peer-to-peer bank cards, i.e. Cash App, Venmo, or Chime. Okay? We also are unable to accept prepaid debit cards or prepaid credit cards. They are not able to accept those. All right? Now, for the jewelry, when you invest into this piece of jewelry, whichever you choose, one of the things you have to keep in mind, they do offer a 30-day money-back guarantee. However, you cannot damage the product. As you can see here, please remember this. If you decide that you don't want to go through it, please make sure that you understand this. Unused or original condition packaging. The jewelry must be unused or in original condition packaging. So when you get this piece of jewelry, make sure you do not throw away the packaging if you decided. Now, one of the good things about this is because the holidays are up and you may be looking for a piece of jewelry or something for a loved one for a nice holiday gift or something like that, right? So this is the best place because you're able to get a piece of jewelry. Plus, it actually acts as a trade line, shows up as a trade line on your credit file. And it's no credit check. So that's the good thing about it. Now, do they have physical locations that you can walk into? Absolutely. As a matter of fact, where is it? I'm sorry. They do have, I think it's a place in Jersey or somewhere that they're located, that you're able to reach out to them and go inside. Now, again, like I said, if you're trying to build up your credit and you want a large trade line, this is one of the easiest ways to get a large trade line. But again, you have to pay 30% of the purchase price of that piece of jewelry. So if we're going to be looking at jewelry for many of us, mostly men that are on my channel, I wish more women will come to my channel and log in and check it out or whatever. But here's their jewelry, different jewelry and stuff that they actually offer, right? So they got finished rings, bands, earrings, necklaces, pendants, bracelets, bangles, all right? So they offer an array of different types of jewelry. You may be looking for a piece of jewelry for your daughter or something like that. So like I said, it's $2,500 for these here diamond hoop earrings, all right? now with White Gold. So you pay 30% down and they'll finance the rest and it'll show up as a trade line. That's exactly how it works. All right, so that's the first trade line you can get, and it goes up to $10,000 as a trade line. You're able to get up to $30,000. This is the Tomo card. Now, the Tomo credit card actually used to go up to $10,000, but they've added something that we're going to talk about, which is their credit boost. Now, you don't have to have any credit history for this, all right? It has the benefits, it's expedited, no security deposit. So this is a unsecured charge card. And so in terms of, we're going to talk about how it actually works, but here's their programs. So for $9.99 a month, you get $1,000 reported line for 2 months, instant credit history, 2 months bill history. So that's 2 months of history to do. However, the most popular is $49, and you can have up to $20,000 reported trade line, 12 months instant history, 12 months of bill history. Now, if you're really trying to age your file up to 2 years, this is the program you want to look at. It's the 99 program because it's up to $30,000 of reported trade line, 24 months instant history, 24 months of bill history, and it's expedited credit reporting. So they'll start reporting this right away. So with this here credit boost thing, we're going to talk about it. So I think that this may be something that's very exciting to a lot of people because you don't have to have any credit in order for this to start building up your credit. Currently, the iOS app is not working, as what they're saying here. Does Tomo say, why does it say I'm rejected? Sometimes people will get it rejected right away. The app may say that you're rejected or whatever. That doesn't mean that you're rejected. So you may have to reach out to them, or you may have to use like a desktop or something like that, right? So here's another thing. I don't see my utilities or subscriptions showing up because a lot of people have this program, but they don't see their utilities. We will report positive credit history for you even if you do not have subscriptions or utility. So when you use the card, they're still going to report trade lines on your credit report. It'll show up as a credit card, all right? It says, I don't see my rent payment. Our rent identification system is now out. If still do not see your rent transaction showing up, you can add it manually under the don't see your bill. So they have another options where you can add rental payment this way as well, all right? So what payments qualify for boosting credit score? Reoccurring bills qualify. So that means utilities, water, electric, cable, gas bill, etc., which is like Netflix, Hulu, Spotify. Okay, but it's not limited. You can even have your gym membership, rent, car insurance. So you can have all of these here paying or showing up on your credit file, all right? And again, the good thing about it, if you're trying to age your credit file, this will go back over 2 years, all right? That's very good. How long does it take to report? For the base membership, we report every month. For higher membership tiers, we will expedite reporting to boost your credit accordingly. So they will expedite to boost. So if you need a credit boost right away, then you would pay more money, right? So like I said, that's the reason these here. You have a $49 and a $99. And so this here $99 a month, this is the one that will expedite reporting to your credit report, okay? How will this impact my credit? Why do I see a credit card? Tomo Boost analyzes your bill payments on your behalf and report a single line of credit. Depending on what bureau reports you are looking at, it may show up as a credit card in order to directly help your credit, okay? So the thing about it, this here Tomo Boost, it's changing the game because of the way it's expediting reporting, and it's offering to report up to $30,000 in trade line, all right? So that's the reason that this is good. Now, let's talk about this here, Stellify. Now, here's the interesting thing about Stellify. How does it work? Now, with Stellify, you can get up to 5 trade line reporting, right? So, going over here, you would see the programs. They have a $4.99 program, a $9.99 program, and a $19.99 program. And as you can see, with the $4.99 is $500 spending limit on bills credit with bill spending. So paying your bills. And then with the Prime is $9.99. It goes over $500, and you can go up to $25. And then with the Premium $19.99, it goes beyond $20, right? So you have a credit reporting to Experian, Equifax, one-on-one credit counseling for the premium ones, create custom credit goals, build credit building rewards. So those type of things that it actually offers. But here's where I want to go back to so you all understand. How does it work? How does it actually work? Connect a bank account, just like with Tomo, you have to connect your bank account. So you would connect your bank account that you normally would use to pay your bills. Excuse me. Choose the bills that you want to pay through Stellify and link them. So again, like I said, Tomo up to 35, Stellify up to 20, okay, or more. So that's the good part about it. You can go over 25,000 and bill reported. When the due date arrives for a bill, or when you want to manually pay a bill, we check to see if your bank account balance is sufficient to cover the amount of the bill linked. All right. So if you don't have the money in there in your bank account, then they are not going to report it. Okay, they're not going to pick it up. Sometimes they may pick it up, but here's the question. If your account balance is sufficient, Stellify pays your bill. So it has to be sufficient in order for to use Stellify, to pay the bill. At the same time, you automatically authorize a debit from your connected bank account for the amount of the bill. All right. Now, you don't have to forever keep this account. You just mainly want to use this account long enough to boost up your credit score. So you may need this here account for 6 months, or maybe 9 months, or 12 months. But you do not have to have this program forever if you choose not to. At least once a month, Stellify batch reports your Stellify limits, which is based on the dollar amount of bills you paid through Stellify to all major credit bureaus. So just like with Tomo reporting those utility bills, Stellify will report those same bills as well as Tradelines, okay? So that's the good part about this. How much does Stellify cost? All right, so we went over this, the light $4.99 and the premium. What do I need to enroll? You have to be at least 18 years U.S. resident and a valid social. Now with Tomo, you don't have to be a U.S. resident. You don't have to have a social. That's the good thing about Tomo versus this. Our verification process may require some application to submit documents with state-issued ID, license, social security card, and or a utility bill to confirm identity. Are you a lender? No, they're not a lender, so they're not loaning you money, okay? They just will take the money that you have and for paying your bills, and they would use that money. Once you pay the bills, you're reported as a trade line. Can I pay my bills with Stellify? Yes, by paying bills with your Stellify virtual bill pay card, your bills are paid on time and payments are reported to TransUnion and Equifax. The reason that I'm going over this is because there's a lot of people out there that may be interested in this type of program, but they don't understand the jargon in terms of what it is that they need to do. All right? So that's Stellify. Now, the good thing about it, like I said, is that they're reporting active trade lines that, again, will help age the credit file. Now, there's one other company that I would tell you guys, and it's Rent Reporter. Now, the only thing about Rent Reporter that may be disappointing is that they only report to 2 of the credit bureaus and not 3, okay? So rental trade lines added to your rent report, it will be added to your report. It talks about how much your credit score will increase possibly up to 40, average up to 40 points. How long would it take to see a change in my credit score? You will see your score within 3 to 5 days after we have completed our verification. So they're like on an expedited thing. The good thing about it is they offer refunds. So that's the good thing about it. So they have a monthly subscription. In order to keep your credit score rolling, it is important to continue to update rental Tradeline with additional on-time payment history. So the more you pay your rent and stuff like that, the more they'll report it. I want to show you guys something. Is it okay? I am subleasing from my roommate. Yes, even if you're subleasing from your roommate, you still can have this as a trade line. This is what I've been telling people. So if you're sharing an apartment with somebody and you're subleasing, and you're paying them rent, you still can have that showing up as a trade line. Here's another interesting. What happens is part of my rent is subsidized through Section 8. So even if you're on Section 8, guess what? Your entire rent amount is eligible to be reported. That's not a portion. That's the entire. Say that Section 8 you're on Section 8 and it's $1,000. And Section 8 is paying $800. You pay $200. Well, that $1,000 is the trade line. So here it is. So great example. If your rent is $1,000 and $600 is subsidized for a net payment of $400, you will indicate $1,000 as your rent. This is what I mean about having a rent payment on your credit file. It's so important. And for those of you that are getting value out of this, could you give the video a thumbs up? I really appreciate it. Smash that like button. I really appreciate it. But I'm always trying to find places where to help you not only boost up your credit score, but make it much easier for you to get access to funding when you really need it. All right. For those of you that may have questions about business credit funding, personal credit funding, click the link in the description. Schedule a one-on-one consultation. Thank you.